Okay, this is attempt number 2 of the Dark Urge Honor Edition. What I should do is go around and collect all of the possible companions first. And that's what I'm going to do. Definitely skipping all of the cutscenes. But it is kind of fun because with honor mode, then you kind of test your skills. Like, if you get into a rut or push yourself too far before you're ready, I think it'll force me to roleplay more. Who are you? I'm a gnome. I'm a deep gnome. Actually, I do like that. Although I think I'm gonna make his skin tone more deep gnome than I would expect. Maybe like a gray skin. It's a cool looking guy. He looks cool. He's got a broken nose a few times. He's been in some scuffles. Shit's bussin' for real. No cap. Let's check out some... oh, wait. Oh, you can't see that. You shouldn't be able to see that.
Quit it!
Definitely like the Warlock class. Maybe I should try to do the achievement where I do one class per level. And, I mean, I can recruit everybody. So, like, what's the first class that I want to start with, though? Like, what does my character start off as? What does his Dark Urge start off as? He starts off as Bard. I feel like that's going to be the most interesting start. He's got high charisma. He can become a sorcerer second, like right away. He can also become a paladin right away. Be really good at that. Oh my gosh, there's that opens a lot of options for that achievement if I want to make that achievement in this run. But it's also honor mode, so like I have to be super careful. I mean, I didn't take it seriously before, and it didn't go well. Let's see here. Starting instrument. What do we want to play as our instrument?
A crystal flute.
A crystal flute. It's a wooden flute. Yes, definitely drums. I'll definitely have to do some ability upgrades. Let's even, I also feel like I need to, I'm gonna level everything out so I don't have like minuses to anything, because if I'm going to be a jack of all trades, I might as well, I can level this up to 16 and that'd be decent. Probably want to have good health because I'm gonna need it. And then I can put 4 there into intelligence, 2 into wisdom, 2 into dexterity. And now I'm a little bit more balanced. You know, now look at this. It's like, okay, now my stats are better. I'm gonna be like a true jack of all trades. What alignment am I gonna play as? Well, let's see here. He's a jack of all trades. He's a deep gnome. Let's change his eyes. He's gotta be more evil. If he's gonna be evil, I want to do an evil run, as evil as possible. So we have to go back to his eyes. Yeah, very evil eyes. Oh, or even, yeah, that's even better. Do they have like the evil green? Oh yeah. I love that. I love that for him. Proceed. I needed to make sure I choose the spells because I don't. Vicious Mockery. Okay, so that's 2 cantrips. Let's do Light and Minor Illusion. Animal Friendship's actually pretty useful. Tasha's Hideous Laughter, no, because it only works on like earlier levels. I could probably get that via somebody else. Featherfall. Yeah. I mean, I feel like if I do the strategy right, so I can pick up several party members right away and then go help the goblin people, or fight off the goblins. Basically, my character, like, he's gonna revel in those feelings again. That Dark Urge, he's gonna lean into that. But leaning into that might include doing things that on the surface seem like they're good. Okay. Just double checking everything. No. A little bit different appearance. You know, the bald is kind of authoritative. Oh, and it goes all the way around the head. Yeah, that's fucking sick. He does have some Thanos feels, so I'm gonna call him Thanos. But he also will be called the Dark Urge.
You need a guardian. Choose one.
Alright. He's probably into a nice gnome lady. So I'm gonna keep clicking until I find a gnome. Okay. Yeah. Venture forth. Well, Thanos doesn't have the power that he needs yet, but he needs to manipulate more people to get that power. This brain is maybe a people. You sound afraid. Why?
The enemy. So many enemies.
Who am I talking to? A man or a brain?
A newborn. Born new from this house.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body, from this case. Free us, please.
Classic. And there's only one save.
Apart from this strange context, you notice nothing unusual about the brain.
I haven't even saved yet. Maybe I'll try to gently prise it. Oh, okay. Decent. Decent attempt.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat. Your fingers twitch with the desire to rip its tender, moist meat to shreds.
Split splatter. What? Okay. Ooh. +1. I read it. Read it.
The creature seems unaware of your interference. It relaxes in your hands.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
What should I call you?
Us. We are us.
Saved it, at least. So that's the thing, is that you can actually save in a safe spot. You can still load that save and not do something. So, like, I should have saved right before. Well, no, you can't have a separate save. That's the thing. So if you jump down there and it auto saves. Yeah.
Abomination. This is your end.
Oh well, that's how it's supposed to work. Of course, insert the rune, insert the
comes
rune.
to life. But what is its purpose? Will it free the
Its
captive
purpose?
or transform her like that other unfortunate?
Hopefully, let's take a closer look. Yes, let's use our skills. Oh Lord.
Nothing in the appearance of the device betrays its purpose. It could do
Our
anything.
intelligence betrays me. I
Could
may
even
just
transform
decide to
the
go on
occupant of
faith.
the pod, like what happened before.
And I'm going to do that.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection.
Ah, yes.
Authority.
Authority. That's the thing that I like. Give in to it. Low difficulty. But
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gift with you.
child, you should be wary of
Dangerous
me.
company.
You should be wary of me, but you don't know that yet. Dangerous company's what you need in a fight.
Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Right then, let's get going. I'm Thanos.
Shadowheart. One moment.
It's gonna be Shadowheart who saves the day. Probably.
Hurry,
Based on
before they strike.
speed. Although, Lae'zel can jump really far, so she might make it first, but there's an achievement you can get that I have not gotten yet where you can defeat the Demon Lord fighting that Illithid. But I don't really know how you could possibly do that in all those turns. And I'm not going to try it on honor mode because then you just die during the tutorial. But I'm definitely going to try to push Shadowheart to be evil. I'm going to go against the forces of light as much as possible. I mean, I'm probably going to end up still killing the main baddies, but probably just roleplay it as that I'm trying to usurp them. Because I've heard that it's hard to be evil in this game. And I don't know if that's like an emotional thing for people or if it's just like they can't handle being evil in the story. But, well, I meant those are the same things. Or, you know, if it's that you can't actually prompt the evil endings or stories that you want to have. It takes about 42 minutes to get through all that. For me. Like the last one took about this long.
Memories to return once
Okay.
you're free of the Mind Flayer ship. You know
Playing
nothing
that
of
the
why.
blank slate of the
Find
Dark
a
Urge
hard
is that
smile flittering across
he
your
actually
face.
is going to embrace it because that actually is who he truly is. And it's like intelligent. Yeah,
This
no.
feels like home. There is something unknown and unspeakable.
I mean, maybe he
deep
could struggle with
within
it,
your
but
heart.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Followers.
You're alive.
Now followers may have
Alive.
died.
How is this possible?
Perhaps it was some dramatically timed divine intervention.
The divine tend to keep their interventions close to the chest. Though, I suppose it's not impossible.
Do you have any idea where we are?
No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
Oh, yeah, of course he's motivated to find followers, so he says, what happened to our Gith friend?
You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us.
You want to stay together, I take it?
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Alright, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go, I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
He might be too short to do this. No, maybe not. Maybe he's athletic enough. Maybe I'm underestimating him based on his size. Ooh, yeah, he's got to go right here. Then he should be... Oh, yeah, people were saying they were safe scumming by...
On I go.
Not safe scumming, but they were getting around this problem with the honor mode.
Let's get going.
By, like, putting a party member in another area. Especially when they have, like, unlimited party. Which I have... I'm gonna have unlimited party mods, by the way.
Something's amiss with that room.
Approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
She touches the sigil.
A hand? Anyone?
Oh, cool. That's a neat thing. Yeah, she'll get this. Oh.
The magic around the sigil hisses like a cornered cat. Your only option now is to grab the hand and pull.
All right. Let's try it. Sigil instability increase. Oh shit. Oh, sweet. Wait, it took the... What? That doesn't make sense.
That's it! Go on! Keep pulling! I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this.
No need to apologize. Are you
A
alright?
bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking, you were on the Nautiloid as well.
I feel like Shadowheart is also in search of people who she can use to her advantage.
I don't know what transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces and I suddenly found myself in freefall. As I was plummeting to certain death, I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side, as it were. How about you? How did you survive the fall?
I attribute it to divine intervention.
It is a valuable commodity to be favored so by the gods. But even so, I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy. Back on the ship, you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. Were you not?
I couldn't have phrased it more repellently myself.
No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite...
Insertee.
Are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceremorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. So, speaking about divine intervention, you don't happen to be a cleric, by any chance, do you? Doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
I'm a cleric indeed, but I'm afraid the power to remove this parasite eludes me. I can't cure us.
I suppose few enough can. Not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sounds like a plan. You're welcome to join me.
Oh, but I've just come to realize you're not the leader of this little troop. My joining your ranks is not your call to make, I'm afraid. Hail your party leader, would you? I'd like to join, if deemed amenable.
There we go. That helps. That's awesome. Perfect.
What now?
Alright, save right there.
The currents of weave around these runes are absolutely fascinating. There's so much to explore. Exploration merits companionship, though, shall we?
Accept.
Most excellent.
Then, without further ado, let's be off. Here's hoping we come across a powerful healer and a powerful wizard both.
Bruh. At the ready.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Where are these? Oh, right here. Okay. Ooh, they had a supply pack.
There. A mind flayer. But it's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Best be...
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion?
No, you should be furious, shouldn't you? No one gives in to the will of others.
Yes, you feel hate, and you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
Okay.
Your minds fuse, lusting for something that is gone. But then its grip claws back with a vengeance, a vice locking your mind into obedience. It needs sustenance to survive, and with your very body, you can provide.
Resist the intrusion with everything I have.
Monster.
Oh yeah,
Death is
we leveled up.
Looking ahead.
Good. If I do Paladin, then I'm immediately gonna have to have oaths. But if I do like Warlock or Sorcerer for the charisma, let's do Warlock. What's the subclass? Yeah, I feel like this would be a great last class to choose because you could do Oath of Vengeance and be like, okay, obviously fight the greater evil. The greater evil, I think the greater evil is those people trying to take over that Elder Brain, but what if I could be your leader? You know what I mean? So let's go back to Warlock. Yeah, that's the best one. We'll do the great old one. The nice thing about D&D is there's a great deal of customization. So I feel like having an evocation wizard is going to be really good for damage, but we can also respec anybody later. Anybody.
Harry, I've got one of those brain things caught there, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Easily stand back.
There. Can you see it?
Just a dumb boar. You're relieved until you see the flash of a dagger.
I just need information. I saw you scuttling about on the ship. You're in league with them, aren't you? Those tentacle... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
It's the Mind Flayer's worm. It's connected us.
The worm. Of course. That explains things somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Glad to see we're all caught up now.
Indeed we are. Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
I'm in quite the state, but I think I'm Thanos.
A pleasure. So, do you know anything about these worms?
Yes, unfortunately. They'll turn us into Mind Flayers.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
You should travel with me. Our odds are better together.
I was ready
Together.
to do this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
As he joins your side, your mind dances with thoughts of a perfect, pretty corpse.
I hear shouting up ahead.
Yes, we
should
can
check
take
it
care
out,
of it.
But be careful.
One of them cast up Zor's whole squad.
So
This is good.
Uh-oh.
Concentrate.
Unleash me. They're dying for me. All of them. Dolor.
Oh, we might actually survive this as a group together.
The witching hour. Take this.
Need to stay focused.
Ah.
Survival is all that matters.
Jesus.
No.
Haha. Yes. Hellish rebuke. There we go.
The tadpole
can-
hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
Alright, we journey together. Let's find this creche.
You have made an ally from Creche Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Half elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
Okay. Well, we'll help Gale up. And, we will, take a long rest and restore our hit points. Oh, someone wishes to speak to me. Oh, it's Lae'zel.
A monster forms inside us, and you think to be idle. I knew your kind to be fragile, but I didn't foresee the severity. Be quick about your rest. We must locate a creche.
We need to pace ourselves. Don't you know an exhausted warrior is an ineffective one?
A thick-headed notion in a complex circumstance. Do you suppose the parasites inside us dare to rest? That the Geich do not still pursue us with each peal of the bell? Take your rest. I will stand watch. Should a single tentacle split your skull, I will not hesitate to end you.
Jesus Christ. Intense. Alright, who else wants to talk? Who else needs to... Oh, Shadowheart.
I should speak up.
What were you two talking about?
What do you mean?
You and that Githyanki.
We were just discussing the next
I
steps.
see. I'd be careful with Lae'zel.
I wasn't confiding in anyone. I was just talking.
So am I. If we're to survive, we need to trust each other. You seem reliable. I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us. Best if we focus on that.
Agreed. Sooner we find someone to help us, the better.
Good. We might even get lucky and find one right away. As I see it, we're overdue some good fortune. Rest well.
Right, that's it. By the time this was released, I hope that there's also going to be another episode right after it, because I'm going to try to get my second channel here kickstarted as best as possible. So, you're probably seeing this after a large buildup of that content for 2024. Thank you, and have a nice day.